Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we came in solidarity with the people of Iran in the 29th anniversary of the 1988 massacre. We meet at the remembrance of the mass murder of 30,000 Iranian political prisoners in the summer of 1988. What in fact was a crime against humanity. In 1988, Khomeini issued a fatwa which led to this horrific massacre. 30,000 young people, some of them were teenagers, some of them were mothers, executed and buried in a mass graves, killed in secretly. Their families prohibited of mourn them. Today, the criminals that committed these crimes are in highest positions in the government of the mullah's regime. This regime has a long history in supporting the brutal dictatorship regime in Syria, since the Assad's father, who killed 40,000 people in the city of Hama, including children and women, in 1982. Since the Syrian revolution, which started in 2011, by the Syrian people demanding freedom and democracy, the militia, the Mullah regime was actively involved in the fight beside Assad by military forces and sectarian militias participated in killing hundreds of thousands of civilians. Assad regime has killed 200,000 detainees in prisons under torture in systematic executions. Most of these crimes are well documented. The mullah's regime is accountable for crimes against humanity in both Iran and Syria. In Syria, more than 1 million has been killed. 7 million become refugees and 6 million displaced inside Syria. The militias of mullah's regime could not defeat the Syrian people, so they called for the Russian military intervention, which used the weapons of mass destruction, demolishing whole cities and towns, forcing people who survived the genocide to leave their homeland. Bashar Assad has very proudly admitted the crimes of genocide and demographic changes. He said recently that the conflict resulted in more homogeneous society in Syria. We are gathering here not only to remember the 30,000 political prisoners executed in 1988, but also to take actions to stop the continuous massacres, because letting criminals free without punishment will encourage them to commit more and more crimes. We call the British government to join the international effort to stop execution in Iran. We call the British Parliament to declare 1988 massacre as a crime against humanity. We call to start the process of bringing criminals to justice by establishing an international tribunal to hold the mass murderers accountable. We call Mullah's regime and Russia to withdraw their military forces and militias from Syria. We want justice for people in Syria and Iran. We all know that rights are taken and not granted. So we will continue fighting for our... Evil is united against good. So let good to be united as well. Free, free Syria. Free, free Iran. Free, free Syria. Free, free Iran.